what it looks like when I walk into a room of feminists. If you're gonna get swole and you know it, clap your hands. My hands are too thick to make a good clapping sound, which is kind of the opposite for most chicks. What is up, boys, girls, muscle mummies, bros, bears? I totally messed that up, but it's your boy, Patrick, here, top 40 powerlifter of all time. We are on a squat day. We got a squat day coming up today. And first things first, I'm the realist. I gotta eat. So we got 2 bagels, 180 grams of beef, 3 eggs, 2 slices of cheese, and look at this little guy. Look at him. Look at him. How could you not love that face? You like, comment, subscribe for that face. For that face. For that little guy. You know you want. He's yelling at the ceiling fan. He's too excited for the bone I got him, and now he just doesn't know what to do with it. I gave him a bone so that I could do some editing and stuff, and just pacing around. He's like, I don't know what to do with this bone. It's too tasty. It is too tasty. I want to save it for later. I want to save it for when I really need it. But he's doing a little bit of whining because he's got his bone. Just finished off some editing and programming, and now we are on to our pre-training meal. We've got 222 grams of Walmart brand Cinnamon Toast Crunch with 16 ounces of Fairlife fat-free milk. We've got Buddy, who is staring outside at girl dogs, and I'm existing. So we let's eat. So today, I told myself, I'm going to get to the gym and get home by 4 p.m. By 4 p.m. So I woke up earlier than I usually do. I had my breakfast. I took Buddy for his walk, which I forgot to record for you guys. Sorry about that. And then I proceeded to do work. I was like, I'm going to do work until 2, go to the gym at 2:30, and then bada bing, bada boom. But, you see, I have, my flavor of autism is very OCD oriented, where if I start something, I have to finish it. So I got 2 clients right now who are competing in October and November. And I was like, okay, well, I like to do full peaking blocks for my clients and program them the whole block, because, like, there are some adjustments that can be done during a peaking block, but that's generally, for 99% of the populace, they're not going to need the adjustments. That usually comes from advanced lifters, not beginner or intermediate lifters. Not that my clients are either of those, but when you've got guys that are squatting, tickling all-time world record numbers, that's when they need the peaking adjustments. So I started programming. I got 1 client that's 10 weeks out, 1 client that's 12 weeks out. I am also 12 weeks out. Very convenient. So I started programming, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do 1 week. I'm gonna program 1 week. But the way that peaking goes is there's a swell and a taper. So I programmed I looked at client data. I looked at past other client data and how they performed on their competition days, and I adjusted the program to fit one of my lifters' needs. The other one, the one that's 12 weeks out, didn't get started on that, but that's for other reasons that I'm not going to talk about. So my 1 client who's 10 weeks out, I looked at the swell. I looked at his experience level, his what he does well with, what he does not do well with, and I mapped out on paper, and then I put from paper to computer screen on how to do the program. And then I was like, oh. And then I did 1 week worth of accessories, because accessories during peaking, if you paid attention to my last video, you know that they take a step back. If you're doing RPE 7s or 8s or 9s, then it becomes 6s or 7s or 8s, where it like really takes a step back. And the further you get into a peak, the more it's just going through the motions for the sake of rehabilitation than it is about building muscle and all that. So really adjusting the way that the accessories. So I did the full 10-week program for my client, because that's who I am as a person. And instead of just doing 1 week that I told myself I was going to do, I did the full 10 weeks. So yeah, so it's 6:54, and we did not get to the gym and leave the gym by 4 o'clock. I also edited and posted 2 videos, or scheduled 2 videos, but one of them posted today, because I'm way behind when it comes to editing. And each video is gonna, the methods that I'm trying to do the Mr. Beast thing, where he said, try one new thing every video, and improve one thing every video, and within your first 100 videos, you'll be 100 times better. So you'll have 100 better videos. And I'm trying to do that. In the past, I haven't really been successful with that, and I'm trying to implement that with the added motivation that I have with that right now. It's just, as I get closer to competing, my energy, I turn into a bear. We're all a hibernating bear, where all I want to do is eat and sleep. I was looking through my past notes when it came to programming peaks, and one of the conversations I had with Shane Haller on the topic, I looked through our conversation. I used the search function for peak, and I found myself, I said, peak is peaking. I got to work and immediately fell asleep. My last job, I was able to get away with that, but when you are your own boss, you can't get away with that. You don't get paid if that happens, whereas if you have a salary job, a desk work job, where you can finish 40 hours worth of work in maybe 5, you can get away with that. So we're in peak, and peak is peaking. All I wanted to do this ever since squats, really, because bench wasn't CNS very taxing, wasn't taxing on the CNS very much. Squats really trashed me, and made my deadlifts feel a little icky, a little gross, but we do be doing. So we are on our way to the gym, and we're feeling a little bit up. The way that my peak goes is one of those adjusted peaks. So if you are a lifter, do not follow my what I am personally doing when it comes to peaking, because I also peak differently when I compete in wraps and sleeves, because wraps are more CNS taxing than sleeves are, which means you got to go about things a little bit differently. So it's almost like a hypersinusoidal undulation, where there's weekly mesocycles of up and down. So every single week we switch what gears we are churning. So this week we are on a down undulation, because last week we were on an up undulation. And my bench is at the point where you have to treat it like a squat, which is kind of cool to think about. But what we have today, what we have for squats today, we've got squats. We've got a 7x2. A 7x2 on squats. Now, it is lighter. It is lighter. We've got, it's 7x2, 565. 6 count eccentric. So, for those of you at home, when I share the videos with you guys, and like, a minute or two. I want you guys, and for YouTube's sake, don't actually do this. Dip your scrotums in battery acid, and when we're done, I'll tell you how satisfying and fun the squats went, and you tell me how satisfying and fun your scrotum time in battery acid was. So I'm at the gym. I'm gonna go into the gym, and I am going to do gym things. So I'll see you guys with my recap when I'm done. But that's gonna take me like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and it's gonna take you less than that. So I'll see you there. Woo-wee! Duct tape my ass hairs and rip me off. Call me a handsome boy. We had a squat day today. That made me think of that scene from Big Hero 6 where the brother duct tapes and rips duct tape off because it causes, and was it adhesion? Abrasion? Something? And Baymax fixes or sprays Neosporin or something on it, makes it heal faster or something. I don't know. But, boys, squat day. So we started off with our pre-fatigue work or warm-up work, whichever constraint you subscribe to. So we had shown here is the goblet squat holds for 10 to 15 seconds. I count to 20 in my head, full knowing that a count to 10 is not actually 10 seconds, and a count to 15 is not actually 15 seconds, and I want to get closer to 15 seconds than 10 seconds, so I count to 20, because that's how autism works. So we started working up in the squats. We did the bar for a set of 6. We did 2 plates for a set of 5, and then I think I did 4 plates for a set of either 2 or 3. I don't recall whether or not I tempoed them. And then we got into the working weight, 565, and what we had was programmed was a 7x2. Coach is an ass for that. So how did we do? We did sorry, I thought that today's training day would go a lot faster, but 7x2 takes a lot longer than you would expect. So set 1, I recall set 1, I was like, is that gas or nah? It's probably just gas. I just gotta let it work itself out. It was not. It was not gas. And there was a full prairie dog and snip go on, but the little nugget didn't make it into the underpants, so we survived to squat another day. And that was on set 1. Set 2, I don't really recall. Your body has this thing where it blocks out traumatic experiences for you. So I remember set 2, 3, 4, and 5 were pretty much just kosher. We're doing good things. It's just another set. I believe after set 3, I was like, oh, I only got 4 sets left. Okay, cool. This isn't that bad. And I kind of picked up the pace a little bit. Set 4 and 5, kind of bread and butter. Still good squats. And then we got to set 6 and 7. Now, when I was doing my last training block before this peaking block, coach worked me up to a 605 for a set of 8. Now, that was good. It was good. Everything was good. My left knee has patellar tendonitis, and I only took 2 squats at the Ghost Clash because I had the patellar tendonitis flare up along with a super tight TFL. Now, after the 605 for 8, we tried to push a little bit further, and the week after that, I got a sharp pain in my quad, and turns out it is, or was, well, it is, because it flared its head again, its dirty little head. It's a TFL, of course, the TFL. I don't even know what TFL stands for. I just know it's a thing that's tight. TFL, and IT band. And it's funny, someone else in the gym also had a tight IT band. So set 6, the second rep, I rushed it because I was like, my IT band feels not good at all. So we kind of rushed. It was supposed to be 6 count eccentrics. We did not do a 6 count eccentric on the second rep of set 6. And rep 1 of set 7, we forgot that we were doing 6 count eccentrics, and I was like, oh, that didn't hurt. The slow eccentric's not going to hurt, and we did the second rep because it was 7x2 on set 7, and the TFL and IT band did not hurt. So what I did in between set 5, the lockout, I was a little like, I kind of feel the IT band TFL shenanigans going on. Let's see if we can't walk it off. And then set 6, first rep, it was good until I locked it out, and I was like, ah. So we foam rolled it a little bit, and we did some pressure on it where we kind of just let the foam roller, we kind of laid on the foam roller where it was really tender, and we bit the pillow and we let it go in raw. And then I wanted to get muffins on the way home, and all the stores are closed. Fuck me. I guess I'm gonna have to have bagels. Ugh. My brain. So my lower back, I've been having a little bit of issues with my lower back and hip recently, and I've figured it out. The thing that's causing it is the way that I'm picking up the 125s on bench days, and I don't know how to adjust how I'm doing that. It's picking them up from the ground, which is causing it, so I guess I gotta actually respect the weight that I'm lifting. Ugh, overrated. And that was showing its head on sets 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fifth set, I was more focused on the IT band having a temper tantrum than the IT and TFL having a temper tantrum than the lower back, because it's just you put a load on it and your back's like meh. And I'm like, okay, I did do all my disc checks, and it's not a herniated disc, it's just overuse in the areas that are required to do those muscle things, pick those up with terrible form, which is why you should always lift with your legs. It's always the dumb shit that you get injured doing, you know? So I should probably be better lifting with my legs when it comes to, more than just deadlifts, because it did affect my deadlift last week. Fuck. So, yeah. My phone died during that last clip because I am an adult with my life together. So, after squats, contralateral split squats, cool. Weighted sit-ups, cool. Someone stole the bench that I was doing those on, so I ended up doing it on a different bench where I didn't have foot anchors, so it sucked. Not cool. And then I went home, and now I'm home, and now I'm eating dinner. 240 grams of beef, because that's the rest of the beef that I have. 7.64 ounces of uncooked pasta, now cooked. Some cheese, some red pepper flakes, and Bree said these were in my program. I haven't seen them appear in my program, but she said they were, so I've added them in. Garlic breadsticks. She never updated in my program when I asked if I could have them, and she said yes, but she didn't update it. So I'm just kind of going with it. So it's technically not on the plan, but it is. But it's not. I'm not cheating, I swear. But anyways, it's my last meal of the night. I'm going to eat up, and I 100% forgot that I was doing this today. Recording videos, because my phone died. It's way too late. I cooked up my dinner, and I was like, I need to eat this so I can go to bed. And then I remembered I got you fucktards to entertain. Are you not entertain? I'm kidding. I love you all. So like, comment, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. What is your firstborn child's name, and how can I lay claim to it? Because that's what you all do, right? You sacrifice your firstborn child for things. I want them all. I want to make a large army of children that I mean, I don't have to feed them. I don't have to take care of them. I just want them to act on my beck and call so that I can, take over the planet, which is what all rational thinking people want. So, let me know. Yeah. And just feel very prideful that your firstborn child will be part of such a great endeavor. Anyways, I'm very tired and I'm rambling incoherently. This might as well be a presidential debate because not a single thought has processed through this head when I started speaking. Patty out.